Welcome, everyone, to race number 5 of Season 2 of the Short Track Superstock Series, hosted by the iRacing Superstock League and sponsored by Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks and Smith Wraps and Graphics. Tonight, the drivers will be competing at USA International Speedway. I'm your announcer, Atlee @ManWees, and it's great to be here in Lakeland, Florida, or virtual Lakeland, Florida, here at USA International Speedway. Talk about the series that you all are watching tonight. The Short Track Superstock Series will always be on Monday nights in the street stocks at a different short track each week. The league is free to join, but the drivers will be competing for cash prizes thanks to our generous sponsors. If you're looking for a quality paint job or body work at an affordable price in Fort Pierce, Florida, Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks is the place for you. They'll provide you with the best value for your money. The service is starting at only $299. At Econo, their service is friendly and efficient, providing customers with an enjoyable experience and a quick turnaround period from drop-off to pickup. For free estimate, please stop into their Fort Pierce location off Oleander Avenue, just west of US 1 and north of Weatherby Road. You can call them at 772-465-9444. Again, 772-465-9444 for free estimate. You can also find them on Facebook at Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks. We'd also like to thank Smith Wraps and Graphics. With over 25 years in the signs, graphics, and wraps business, Smith Wraps and Graphics is committed to quality products and exceptional customer service. Swag is a family-owned small business that is located in Yorktown, Virginia, and serves commercial customers and the racing community up and down the East Coast. For more information, you can call 757-874-2438. Again, 757-874-2438. Or you can visit them on Facebook at Smith Wraps and Graphics. So thank you to our two generous sponsors for supplying cash prizes for these drivers. Last week we raced at Five Flags Speedway, where Daniel Cox won the race, and here's the rest of the top 5. Second was Michael Rosero. Third was Travis Hawkins. Fourth was Landon S. Huffman. Fifth was Craig Smith. That was your top 5, and that kind of shows you who were some of the good drivers in the Short Track Super Stock League. But there's a lot of others who didn't finish in the top 5 last race that still have a chance to win tonight. Tonight's format is going to be a 4-lap qualifier, and in that qualifying, 2 will advance to the main race, and then it's going to be a heat race where the top 16 will advance to the main race. And the actual race is going to be a 50-lap race. Each driver is going to have one fast repair, and each driver is going to have a maximum of 22 incidents. And if you get at 22 or above 22 incidents, you will be disqualified from the race. If needed, there's going to be 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. Here's some information on the track. A 3/4-mile high bank paved oval. USA International once hosted USAR Hooters Pro Cup Series, the ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour, and super late model stock car events each season. It was located in Lakeland. USA International Speedway's Central Florida location made it a year-round facility. If you add in the track's configuration, the track has relatively long straights into tight bank turns that test both braking and suspension setup, and it's clear why NASCAR teams, which face strict limits on testing at tracks that host their series, spend a lot of time in Lakeland. Much of the COT development took place at USA International Speedway. The qualities that make the track so useful for top NASCAR teams provide significant challenges for the drivers and crews of late models, super late models, and other stock cars. For them, USA International Speedway is a relatively long track, but it takes a balance of horsepower and handling to be competitive here at USA International Speedway. So far, your practice rundown. First, it's a tie for first. Michael Rosero and Jeffrey Martin both have set a 22.879. Third is Wyatt C. Martin with a 22.896. Fourth is the 49 of Ryan McCall with a 22.912. And fifth is the 66 of Kendrick Cryer with a 22.922. So far, 19 drivers have turned laps in practice, which means that there's going to be a little bit of a race for the cutoff position. Again, 2 will advance from qualifying, and 16 will advance from the heat race. So we've seen there have been a lot of wrecks in practice, but hopefully we don't see too many wrecks in the actual race. I think that there might be a lot of tire wear due to the fact that these very short and very tight turns, as you can see, there's been a lot of spinning and stuff. So this should be exciting here at USA International Speedway. It looks like practice is now wrapping up. Now it is time for qualifying. You'll see a bunch of different drivers on the track during qualifying, and we'll wait until we see our first time on the board. 4 laps, and the top 2 from qualifying will advance to the race, the real race. So you really want to advance. Looks like some trouble is going on with the 57 of Chase and Johnson. See who our first driver on the top of the board will be. Oh, looks like the 19 of Brandon Campbell. He is the first driver on the board with a 23.534. Mike Rosero tops him with a 23.243. Looks like Tyler Tomasi moves in the second with a 23.295. Hey Ian, this is Atlin the booth. Do you copy? We're going to try to get Ian Martin, the admin, into here before the drivers' meeting. So we're going to try to get him into the broadcasting room. Hey Ian, this is Atlin the booth. Do you copy? Looks like we couldn't get him. So we'll try back later. Looks like we have a new leader on the board. That is Jeffrey Martin, who set a 23.009. Still, Mike Rosero remains in the top 2. Here's Chasen Johnson trying to get up there. Looks like Christopher Bedwell and Kyle Hall still have yet to get onto the board. We'll wait for that to see where Christopher Bedwell and Kyle Hall get up there. But right now, the only things we're going to focus on is the top two, because that's who is going to be advancing to the main. Here's Brandon Campbell along with Kyle Hall. He has made his way to 20th on the board. And Kyle Hall set a faster time than his previous. Getting closer to 5 minutes before the drivers' meeting. And Jeffrey Martin and Mike Rosero is the top two right now. Let's look at the schedule coming up here. So after USA, looks like we're going to have Martinsville, a 50-lap race at Martinsville. Then after that, we're going to have South Boston. And for the season finale, we're going to be at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. So the final 3 races of the season are already looking pretty awesome.
All right, guys, welcome to
here's
week
Ian Martin
5
with the drivers'
of
meeting.
the Short Track Superstock Series presented by the iRacing Superstock League. Tonight you will have 1 faster pair in the feature, a 17x incident limit, double file restarts, lap cars will restart in the rear, 3 green-white checkered attempts, admin controlled caution. So if I see a wreck and I feel there needs to be a caution for it, I'll put it out. Most of the time, if we've just had a caution and someone spins out, I won't throw it unless it's a big pile up. Try to keep it as little amount of cautions as possible. Nobody wants to run 50 laps in the yellow. iRacing controlled cautions. Leader starts and restarts the race. Once the pace car begins turning into pit road, the leader can fire any point from then to the green flag. If you cause a caution tonight, whether it's a self-spin or you wreck somebody that brings up the caution, it's an automatic 5-point penalty and an end-of-the-line penalty. If you cause 2 cautions, you will be disqualified and put on probation. Being reckless while on probation will result in further penalties. The drivers on probation going in tonight are Landon S. Huffman and James Vatser. No laying back on the restarts. In an effort to jump the restart, you will be penalized if I feel you're laying back to try to jump the restart and get it run. If a driver is warned pre-race or is on probation, they could be given a more severe penalty for causing a caution or being reckless. The point system is 18 points awarded to the winner of the race, decreasing by 1 point per position. You have 2 drop weeks in the 8-week season. Like I said, tonight is week 5 of 8. 0x finish in the feature will get you 4 bonus points. Leading the most laps will get you 2. Leading a single lap will get you 1. The fastest lap in the feature will get you 2. And qualifying the pole will get you 3. The series champion of the series will receive a custom plaque, $50. Second place will get $30, and third place will get $20. Tonight it's $5 to win iRacing credits. Our sponsors for this series are Econo Auto Painting and Body Works out of Fort Pierce, Florida, and Smith Wraps and Graphics. You can find Smith Wraps and Graphics on Facebook at Smith Wraps and Graphics, and Econo Auto Painting and Body Works on Facebook at Econo Auto Painting and Body Works out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Tonight's race is broadcasted live on Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch and YouTube, so you can go back after the race and check it out on their Twitch or YouTube channel, which will be linked in the Discord post-race. If you finish in the top 3, you can go to the waiting room after the race, and the broadcasters will be interviewing the top 3. Make sure you read the rules for interviews that is placed in the Discord, so you know what to say, what not to say, so on and so forth. Other than that, good luck, guys. May the best driver win tonight.
like the drivers' meeting is finished. Again, Ian Martin does a great job organizing this league. It's very organized. And it's made for some great racing.
Just so you guys know, only 2 drivers will be advancing from qualifying. It will skip the second heat. I know it shows in the info page there's 2 heats, but it's going to skip the second one. And 16 drivers will make it from the single heat race. I think it's going to be 18 or 19 starters. So all you really got to do is maintain your car for the 12 laps, and you'll most likely make it in. There are no cautions in the heat, none at all. So maintain your car. If you're caught wrecking somebody, you will be disqualified, especially if it's for a transfer spot. I won't be putting up with that stuff.
Looks like nobody else needs to qualify, so Jeffrey Martin and Michael Rosero are going to get a free trip to the main race after qualifying very well. Everybody on the track is running very different times. Only 2 people have been able to break, have set 23.0s. Nobody has been able to break into the 22s yet. We might see someone break in the 22s in the race. Qualifying is now been completed. Jeffrey Martin and Michael Rosero advance to the main race. Now it is time for the one and only heat race tonight. Looks like 3 drivers are able to be, or not. So the top 16 from this heat race will advance to the main race, and that will result in a total of 18, because if we add the 2 drivers that have advanced through qualifying, looks like there's going to be 19 drivers participating in this heat race. So that means that 3 of these drivers do have the chance to not be able to qualify for the main race. Front row is going to be Daniel Cox. Outside of him is Noah W. Martin. 3rd is Ryan McCall. 4th is Tyler Tomasi. 5th is Kendrick Cryer. 6th is Matthew Dula. 7th is Kendrick Cryer. 7th is Michael Miller. 9th is Chase N. Johnson. 10th is Brandon Campbell. 11th is Craig Smith. 12th is Mackenzie Brewer. 13th is Ron Morris. 14th is Kyle Hall. 15th is Ron McCall. 16th is Travis Hawkins. 17th is Christopher Bedwell. 18th is Raymond Sikora. 19th is Sam Clark. So Christopher Bedwell, Raymond Sikora, and Sam Clark right now are going to have to make the way out of their positions to get into the top 16. They have probably the hardest job. The rest of these drivers up front can just sit and keep their cars clean, and most likely they will end up advancing to the main race. Pace car pulls in. 12-lap heat. This is going to be exciting. Green flag is out here at USA International Speedway. Side by side is Daniel Cox and Noah W. Martin. And also here comes Tyler Tomasi following behind the 02 of Daniel Cox under the 35 of Martin. Daniel Cox and Noah W. Martin are still side by side. And this has been a close battle for first after the first lap has been completed. Noah W. Martin, oh no, the 02 of Daniel Cox got loose there, and he ended up losing the first position. A lot of drivers getting caught up in that one, but absolutely no cautions are gonna, oh no, that is not good. No cautions in the heat race. That was a large caution caused by Daniel Cox. That puts Noah W. Martin in the lead with Tyler Tomasi following close behind. Well, that's not good. A lot of those drivers involved in that previous wreck moved themselves below the cutoff line. Right now, Daniel Cox is in 17th. Michael Miller's in 18th, and Kyle Hall is in 19th. And they are below the cutoff line. Looks like Daniel Cox has made his way to the 16th position. So now Michael Miller has gone into the 17th position, which is the first place on the cutoff line. So that is not where you want to be after that wreck. Daniel Cox, who is the main cause of that previous wreck, he has made his way back onto the qualify for the main race section of the list. And these drivers, pretty much the top 10 right now, can just keep their cars clean for the entire rest of the race, while the rest of the cars still have to worry about not qualifying for the event. Looks like Kyle Hall has gone 4 laps down, so it's kind of doubtful if he can end up making all that back up in like 5 laps. So already one driver not being able to qualify for the rest of the race. Still, Michael Miller and Kendrick Cryer remain below the cutoff line, and the first driver above the cutoff line is Daniel Cox in the 16th position. 5 laps to go on the board, with Noah W. Martin dominating this heat race. Tyler Tomasi is in second. Let's look for battles on the track. The 51, 95, and 19 of Sam Clark, Christopher Bedwell, and Brandon Campbell are all battling for the 8th position. The 19 of Brandon Campbell's trying to get up past Bedwell for the 9th position, and then they have the chance to get up to the 51 of Sam Clark. 3 laps to go now on the board. It's about to be 2. Noah W. Martin has shown a very fast car, and hopefully this speed here in the heat race can transition into the actual race, where he does have competition. That is another MP Motorsports driver, Jeffrey Martin, and also Michael Rizzero is his other competition. Oh no, Kyle Hall. So we have 1 lap to go. Let's look at the cutoff line. Here's the 24 of Michael Miller behind the 01 of Ron McCall. This is for a chance to be in the race. Here comes Michael Miller under Ron McCall. This is the chance to actually make it into the main race. Michael Miller pulls up on Ron McCall, and that now puts Michael Miller in a position to advance to the main race. Very daring move by Michael Miller, moves Ron McCall up the track, and that gives him the 16th spot and the final spot in qualifying for this race. Ron McCall, Kendrick Cryer, and Kyle Hall ended up being cut off from the actual race. Michael Miller got into this final race by the skin of his teeth. And now we are gridding for the actual race. Here is the grid. Starting in the first position is the 07 of Jeffrey Martin. He set a time of 23.009. Second place goes to the 23 Or starting in second, it's the 23 of Michael Rosero. Starting in third, it's the 02 of Daniel Cox. Starting in fourth, it is the 35 of Noah W. Martin. That's not the great. Starting in first is starting in third is the 35 of Noah W. Martin. Starting in the fourth position, it's the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. Starting in the fifth position is the 49 of Ryan McCall. Starting in the sixth position is the 16 of Matthew Dula. Starting in the seventh position, it's the 55 of Mackenzie Brewer. Starting in the eighth position, it's the 1 of Craig Smith. Starting in the ninth position, it's the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin. Starting in the 10th position, it's the 51 of Sam Clark. Starting in the 11th position, it's the 95 of Christopher Bedwell. Starting in the 12th position, it's the 19 of Brandon Campbell. Starting in the 13th position, it's the 76 of Ron Morris. Starting in the 14th position, it's the 555 of Raymond Sikora. Starting in the 15th position, it's the 03 of Travis Hawkins. Starting in the 16th position, it's the 50th position, is the 24 of Michael Miller. 18 cars, only one can win. Question is, who will that be? Bottom, we got Jeffrey Martin. On the top, Michael Rosell, 50 laps.
All right, guys, here we go. Get plenty of room. 50-lap race is a long time. Good luck.
You might see some tire wear come into play. Right now, we're fresh off the start. Green flag is out here at USA International Speedway. Both MP Motorsports cars get a great jump. That is Jeffrey Martin and Noah W. Martin. Start off on a good foot, getting up to the first and second position, while Michael Rosero falls down to the third, and still Tyler Tomasi remains in the fourth position. Noah W. Martin got a little bit loose there in the turn. So here comes Michael Rosero getting under that 35 car, and also the 12 of Tyler Tomasi is following close behind the 23 car. Still, nobody has cleared the 35 of Noah W. Martin, but it looks like the 23, nope, still side by side with the 35. Looks like the 23 has a nose over the 35 of Noah W. Martin. And looks like the 23 of Michael Rosero has now cleared Noah W. Martin. Here is Tyler Tomasi. Oh, caution is out. 76 of Ron Morris is the cause of the caution. Or no, he was just involved. We'll see what happens here. So Ron Morris had the 02 of Daniel Cox
guys,
behind
that was
him.
going to be on Christopher Bedwell. Just lost it on his own, and person behind him had nowhere to go. It's going to be the cause of the
Actually,
caution.
look at the view of Christopher Bedwell. So going into the front straightaway, Christopher Bell is doing good, trying to get up there to the 19 of Brandon Campbell. Now here is one of the hardest parts of USA International Speedway, the
Intensity
turns.
broadcasting.
I think this is what gets him. Yep, going into the turns, he gets loose, and he's sliding, and poor Ron Morris had nowhere to go. Boom, got right into him. Good job to Daniel
Guys, make
Cox,
sure you
moves
watch
to
the
the
way you,
outside
do your
and avoids
starts and
the two.
Looked like somebody made a 3 wide.
I'm not sure about the 51.
There's no need in that
Looks
on
like
lap
he
one,
ends up
turn
getting
one.
involved in it, along with the 03 car. Chasen Johnson also gets involved in the wreck. So, all in all, that's very disappointing for them. Still, they have one reset to use wisely.
Making a 3 wide into the turn one. Needs to be room for give and take on lap one.
Jeffrey Martin, during that green flag lap span, was our leader, and Michael Rosero was there in second, but still he was about a second off of Martin during that race. so far. Jeffrey Martin, the thing that he got was the restart. He had a great start to the race. He had the 35 MP Motorsports car of Noah W. Martin behind him. Looks like we're lining up, getting set for the restart. Here's going to be your restart order. In first, it's the 07 of Jeffrey Martin. In second, it's the 23 of Mike Rosero. In third, it's the 35 of Noah W. Martin. In fourth, it is the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. In fifth, it is the 16 of Matthew Dula. In sixth, it is the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin. Seventh is the 55 of Mackenzie Brewer. Eighth is the 49 of Ryan McCall. And we're getting green flag racing again. Green flag is out here at USA International Speedway with the 07 and 35. Here comes the 12 of Tyler Tomasi trying to get under Mike Rosero for the third position. And looks like Tyler Tomasi does end up taking it away from Mike Rosero. But oh no! Mike Rosero sends the 12 of Tyler Tomasi up the track. And also his bumper hits Tyler Tomasi again. So Mike Rosero, but Tyler Tomasi gets into the back of Mike Rosero. But that sends him falling back. Here comes Mackenzie Brewer and Wyatt C. Martin. Both of them trying to get under Tyler Tomasi. Wow, that was a crazy chain of events. Tyler Tomasi was in third. Then Michael Rosero came in third. Then Tyler Tomasi tried to bump him back up the track, but he ended up ricocheting off his back bumper. Luckily, he regained the fourth position over Wyatt C. Martin. And Mackenzie Brewer, now he's going to have to regain the 23 of Michael Rosero. Wow, that was a crazy chain of events here. Here's the 35 of Noah W. Martin trying to get up there on the 07 of Jeffrey Martin. Both of them are members of MP Motorsports. So maybe if this was like super speedway, they might have been drafting partners. But right now, here at the short track racing, it's kind of every man for himself. So still, we're going to see the 35 of Noah W. Martin battle with Jeffrey. Let's continue to look through the field at other battles. Here's a four-way battle. Here's the 19 trying to get up there on Ron McCall. Excuse me, yeah, Ryan McCall. Brandon Campbell's trying to get under him. And this is, I believe, the fight for the ninth. Yes, it is the fight for the ninth position. Here comes the 49 of Ryan McCall trying to get up there to the bumper of the 11 of Craig Smith. This is kind of a three-way battle here between Craig Smith, Ryan McCall, and Brandon Campbell. All of them still have room between each other. Quick look back at the leader still. He's got the 35 of Noah W. Martin trailing behind him, about a car length between them. And looking timely, it's he's 2/10 away from Jeffrey Martin. Continuing to be close by each other. Here comes Tyler Tomasi catching back up to the 23 of Michael Rosero. We saw them two battle during the restart early on, but Tyler Tomasi got far away from Michael Rosero. He regained the space back, and here he comes under the 23 of Michael Rosero. Right now, Tyler Tomasi is on the quarter of Michael. He's now side by side with him. Now Tyler Tomasi has a nose ahead of Michael Rosero. Still, Michael Rosero, his front bumper is on his quarter panel. Here comes Wyatt C. Martin also coming into the mix here, trying to follow behind Tyler Tomasi in his pass under the 23 of Michael Rosero. Tyler Tomasi ends up clearing Michael Rosero. Now Wyatt C. Martin is trying to get under the 23 car. And he does. Wyatt C. Martin ends up clearing Michael Rosero for this position. Hey Ian, this is Atlee Boots. You copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, what can you tell us as we're watching this race? What can you tell us about what it takes to be successful at this track?
I think tire is going to play a big factor here. Last season, it definitely did. I think this was the track where Tyler Tomasi pitted in and got 2 tires against all the other drivers that stayed out at about a halfway caution, and he came back and won the race. So it's going to be interesting here if we end up having a competition caution.
All right. Thank you, and hopefully we see another some good racing coming up.
Yep, thank you.
Back up front still, Jeffrey Martin remains ahead of the 35 of Noah W. Martin. Noah W. Martin is starting to clear in the gap over the 07 car. We have a 4-way battle back here. Here comes Tyler Tomasi catching back up to the 12. Here comes the 23, Michael Rosero, catching back up to the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. Here he is knocking on the door. He dives under him. Not hit the bumper. That sent the 12 of Tyler Tomasi up the track. Wyatt C. Martin gets under him. Now Mackenzie Brewer is trying to clear the 12 car of Tyler Tomasi, and Mackenzie Brewer does. Here comes the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin trying to get under Michael Rosero for the 3rd position. Both of them, oh no, the 55 of Mackenzie Brewer sent Michael Rosero up the track. Caution is out. Here's an instant replay of that. So Mike Rosero and Wyatt C. Martin, they both got into each other, and that helped Mackenzie Brewer got under. Mackenzie Brewer got into the bumper of the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin, and then he got into the quarter panel of Michael Rosero. Oh, that is disappointing. Daniel Cox ended up avoiding it. Craig Smith avoided it. Brandon Campbell, Chasen Johnson, Ryan McCall. All of them seemed to make it by him. 51 of Clark. Bedwell made it by. Wow. Let's see if we have any pit takers. Like Ian Martin mentioned, tire wear is going to play a big factor in who wins or loses. If you guys remember season 1 of the Short Track Superstock League, competitor Tyler Tomasi made a bold move and going into the pits for tires. He fell to the back of the pack, but he ended up making his way up through the field due to the fact that he did have fresher tires than the leaders, and that ended up helping him win the race at USA International Speedway. So far, looks like none of the leaders are going in. Wow. A little bit surprising. Here comes one driver. I think he might have been someone that was involved in the previous wreck. Yeah, that's Mackenzie Brewer. He might be trying to use his fast repair after being involved in the wreck with Michael Rosero. He didn't look like he made too much contact. He just got into the back of the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin. There he is, Mackenzie Brewer, getting some fresh new tires. Again, the leaders drive by pit lane and still no takers. I'm surprised the person who did that last race, Tyler Tomasi, he did not go in. Michael Rosero didn't go in either. Here, Ron Morris went in. He's getting some fresh new tires as well. Maybe that might help benefit him. He also had some repairs to take. Now, pit road is empty for the most part. And still none of the leaders going on to pit road for tires. This looks like we are going to restart. Here's your restart orders. Restarting first is the 07 of Jeffrey Martin. Restarting second is the 35 of Noah W. Martin. Restarting third is the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin. Restarting fourth is the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. Restarting fifth, it's the 02 of Daniel Cox. Restarting sixth, it's the 19, the 1 of Craig Smith. Restarting seventh is the 19 of Brandon Campbell. Restarting eighth is the 57 of Chase N. Johnson. Restarting ninth is the 49 of Ryan McCall. And restarting 10th is the 51 of Sam Clark. And that is going to be all. That's your top 10. Restarting here at USA International Speedway. Green flag is out here at USA International Speedway. And good jump for Jeffrey Martin. MP Motorsports currently ranks 1, 2, 3. Here's Tyler Tomasi in the 4th position, trying to get up there to the 3 Martins. Oh, but caution is out. I just now realized that. Looks like it might have been something to do with Mackenzie Brewer. I'm not sure how he involves to this situation. Looks like he right now is behind the 23 of Michael Rosero. Michael Rosero is behind the 76 of Ron Morse. Outside of them is the 55 of Raymond Sikora. Raymond Sikora pulls outside Michael Rosero gets under the 76 of Ron Morse. But Ron Morse pulls down onto the 55 of Mackenzie Brewer, and that sends both of them into the fence. Again, let's watch that one more time. Yep. 76 of Ron Morse just tagged the wall. Wow, a lot of damage going on with the 55 of Mackenzie Brewer's car. His entire front end is off. Looks like he has got his fast repair done. And that is the statement of a fast repair worthy car. Right now, MP Motorsports currently is 1, 2, 3 on the board. The 3 Martin brothers. And in 4th, we have Tyler Tomasi trying to get past them. Tyler Tomasi actually raced yesterday at Oxford Plains. In the American Canadian Tour, he finished, I believe he finished 18th out of a lot of drivers. American Canadian Tour is very popular up north. He had a good run. If tracks are open during the American Canadian Tour, maybe try and go and check out iRacing Short Track Superstock League's very own Tyler Tomasi in the ACT Tour. And I know a lot of others here in the iRacing Superstock League also race in real life. iRacing is a great way for drivers to practice especially in especially in the cars that iRacing has available, like for example modified drivers, late model drivers, legend drivers, street stock drivers, which are all the normal short track cars that are available in iRacing. Those drivers that drive those cars and the track that they race at is also available in iRacing. Really helps you practice. A lot of the NASCAR drivers race on iRacing. You've seen the Pro Invitational. So it's very cool that we're here virtually at USA International Speedway. Front row is going to be Jeffrey Martin, Noah W. Martin, and then Wyatt C. Martin, Tyler Tomasi. That's your top four. Green flag is out here at USA International Speedway. Here comes Wyatt C. Martin trying to get under Tyler Tomasi. Looks like he is successful with that. Now Daniel Cox is trying to get under the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. Looks like he was not successful. The 35 of Noah W. Martin is right there on Jeffrey Martin. This is the closest I've seen him. Looks like Jeffrey Martin is trying to extend the gap though. Oh, Noah Martin gave Jeffrey a little tap, just letting him know that he was there. Yeah, Noah has a fast car. Prepare to maybe see him in the end as a battle for the lead. Also, Wyatt C. Martin is there in case Noah tries to get under Jeffrey. Wyatt C. Martin can follow right behind Noah W. Martin. Tyler Tomasi also here is in the mix. And wow, laps are just ticking off the board as we're nearing 10 laps to go here at USA International Speedway. The front four continuing to stay single file but one. In the next few laps, we might see a move start to be made. Here's Wyatt Martin. He gave the bumper of Noah a tap. Here comes the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. He is getting under the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin for the third position, and Tyler ends up taking it. And also Daniel Cox is trying to get under Wyatt C. Martin. We might see Wyatt C. Martin try to get back under Tyler Tomasi in the next couple of laps. And now 10 laps to go are officially on the board. Looks like the 07 and 35 have got some distance between each other still. They're very close to each other, and in the next couple of laps we might see a move be made. Noah W. Martin. I'm going to quickly look with 10 laps to go who has the fastest time of the race. Looks like Jeffrey Martin actually has the fastest time of the race. He set a 22.903. It's Mackenzie Brewer in the 13th position. He has the fastest lap of the race, though it is subject to change in the next couple of laps, as we're now quickly nearing 5 laps to go. Oh, caution is out. Like this caution might have had something to do with the 19 of Brandon Campbell. Behind him was the 57 of Chase and Johnson. With Chase and Johnson, he's coming up behind Brandon Campbell. Chase and Johnson gets into the bumper of the 19 of Brandon Campbell, but still looks like that didn't do too much to him. Then Chase and Johnson pulls down again on the bumper of Brandon Campbell, and this is what triggers the caution. Brandon Campbell gets into the fence. Does any more damage happen to the 57 of Chase and Johnson? Yes, then Chasen Johnson again gets into Brandon Campbell. The 51 car barely made it through that wreck. The 49, 24, 11, all of them make their way across the wreck. Michael Rosero, Mackenzie Brewer. Still Jeffrey Martin remains your current leader here at USA International Speedway. 5 laps to go now. On the board, I think we might see one of our 3 green-white checkered attempts happen this next green flag session. We saw Noah W. Martin. He was right there behind the 07 of Jeffrey Martin. I just realized we were still in instant replay mode. So watch for Noah W. Martin to try to make a move in the next few laps with 4 laps to go on the board now. I think we will be seeing a green-white checkered finish. Also, pay attention to Tyler Tomasi. He's also in the mix. He's going to be on the inside line. He has a fast car. And also, Wyatt C. Martin, another fast driver. And also, another long shot that he's in far behind, but still, he has a chance. Daniel Cox, also watch for him. Right now, 15 drivers are on the lead lap. I really don't think it's worth it to go into the pits for tires anymore. The top 7 has not made their way onto pit road yet. Lights on the pace truck have gone off, so we're going to have a green-white checkered. Here's going to be your green-white checkered restart order. In first, it's going to be the 07 of Jeffrey Martin. Second will be the 35 of Noah W. Martin. Third will be the 12 of Tyler Tomasi. Fourth will be the 06 of Wyatt C. Martin. Fifth will be the 02 of Daniel Cox. Sixth will be the 51 of Sam Clark. Seventh is the 49 of Michael Miller. Eighth is the 49. Seventh is the 49 of Ryan McCall. Eighth is the 24 of Michael Miller. Ninth is the 11 of Craig Smith. Here's the restart. Green flags out here at USA International Speedway. The 07 of Jeffrey Martin and Noah Martin are side by side with 2 laps to go. Noah Martin on the quarter panel now. Jeffrey Martin has cleared the 35 car. But still, Noah Martin is right there. And he has 1 more lap to beat Jeffrey Martin. He is there right on the bumper of the 07. Can he get him in turn 1? He gives his bumper a tap. That sends him, though, all the way back to Tyler Tomasi as Tyler Tomasi gets into the back bumper of Noah W. Martin. Can he do it in turns 3 and 4? He gets into him again, but that sends him back one more time. I don't think he can do it. The 07 of Jeffrey Martin is your winner here at USA International Speedway with MP Motorsports hitting 1, 2, and 3 in the first, second, and third position. And wow, what a finish here at USA International Speedway. Every single time Noah W. Martin tried to move the 07 of Jeffrey Martin, he kept ricocheting back off the bumper, and that ultimately helped the 07 of Jeffrey Martin with the win. Looks like the 3 MP Motorsports cars are going to have a group burnout with each other, as this was kind of a team effort. And also Brandon Campbell also celebrating his 11th place finish. There's always something to celebrate. Whether you finish first or 18th, there's always a chance to celebrate. And there goes Jeffrey Martin with his victory burnout. Here's going to be, or I'm going to show the, I'm going to show the final results. Representing Club Carolina, I'm not sure if they're from South Carolina or North Carolina, but they are representing Club Carolina. In first, it was Jeffrey Martin. Second was Noah W. Martin. Third was Wyatt C. Martin. Fourth was Tyler Tomasi. Fifth was Sam Clark. Sixth was Ryan McCall. Seventh was Daniel Cox. Eighth was Michael Rosero. Ninth was Matthew Dula. 10th was Michael Miller. 11th was Brandon Campbell. 12th was Craig Smith. 13th was Christopher Bedwell. 14th was Raymond Sikora. 15th was Chase N. Johnson. 16th was Mackenzie Brewer. 17th was Travis Hawkins. And 18th was Ron Morris. While we're waiting to see who shows up in the booth for a post-race interview, we're going to take this time again to thank our two sponsors, Smith Rapsing Graphics and Econo Auto Painting and Body Works. If you're looking for a quality paint job or body work at an affordable price in Fort Pierce, Florida, Econo Auto Painting and Body Works is the place for you. They'll provide you with the best value for your money with services starting at only $299 at Econo. Their service is friendly and efficient, providing customers with an enjoyable experience and a quick turnaround period from drop-off to pickup. For free estimate, please stop into their Fort Pierce location off Oleander Avenue, just west of US 1 and north of Weatherby Road. You can call them at 772-465-9444. Again, 772-465-9444. Or you can find them on Facebook at Econo Auto Painting and Body Works. Also, we would like to thank Smith Wraps and Graphics. With over 25 years in the signs, graphics, and wraps business, Smith Wraps and Graphics is committed to quality products and exceptional customer service. Swag is a family-owned small business that is located in Yorktown, Virginia, and serves commercial customers and the racing community up and down the East Coast. For more information, you can call Smith Wraps and Graphics at 757-874-2438. Again, 757-874-2438, or visit them on Facebook at Smith Wraps and Graphics. So we are going to try to get the number 76 of Tyler Tomasi into the booth. He was in the mix of the race. Let's try to get him in. Hey Tyler, this is Atlin in the booth. You copy?
Yes, I do.
So that was a very exciting last couple of laps. You were behind Wyatt C. Martin and the three Martin drivers. What happened there in that final green-white checkered?
Well, we got in third, and then we got a bad restart, and then I was just hoping they would honestly wreck each other. That was our only hope. But then I got a little tight, and then we ended up falling the fourth. But overall, it was a good race. I was really bad in practice. I think I was like 8th fastest. Got a lucky heat race, and honestly was struggling during the race. Got hit a bunch of times by the same person, like 7 times. We were so tight. We kept getting stuck on the outside and falling back, but we kept getting lucky with our restart positions. It kept driving our way back up to the top 3. So I'll take today, winning on Friday, and then winning the other Ian's other league on Sunday, and now good top 5 here. Been having some good luck lately.
So we know you raced in the ACT on Sunday. What happened there?
Well, it was kind of a rough race, but kind of good. It was my first full time running one of those races. We started 28th. We worked our way up to 12th, and then somebody spun us, and then we went a lap down, and then we had the restart in the back and ended up finishing 18th. But we got no damage when we got spun. We just got unlucky because we stalled and pace car went around us, so we ended up going a lap down. But we ended up still coming home 18th with no damage, and I'm looking forward to the next one in 2 weeks.
Would you like to thank your sponsors?
Yeah, RLS Performance, Tomasi Lower Associates, Caddick Title Company, all my friends and family, everybody watching, and yeah, good race. Looking forward to the next one.
All right, we'll hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
We also have the third place finisher who finished in front of Tyler Tomasi, Wyatt C. Martin in the booth. So we're also going to try to get him in here. Hey Wyatt, this is Atlin in the booth. You copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
So you finished third. You were with the two other MP Motorsports drivers. You had a lot of action in the final couple of laps. What happened there in that final green-white checkered?
A lot of craziness. I wasn't expecting to get third because I was in fourth. I didn't think I was gonna get down to the bottom, but coming to the white flag, I was able to get below Tyler Tomasi somehow. I don't know, and pulled it off, I guess.
So we saw your other two MP Motorsports. So how are you related to the other two? Are they your brothers?
The winner, Jeffrey Martin, is my brother, and second placeman was my cousin.
All right. So were you guys working together during that race?
We were working together the whole time.
So anyone you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my brother for hosting the race and MP Racing Motorsports.
Congratulations on your third place finish, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week at Martinsville.
Thank you. I'll be there.
Thank you for joining us for race number 3 of season 2 of the Short Track Super Stock Series, hosted by the iRacing Super Stock League and sponsored by Econo Auto Painting and Bodyworks and Smith Wraps and Graphics. I am @LeatMan Weiss. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. 78.6% of our viewers are still not subscribed, so make sure to change that statistic and make sure to subscribe and follow. If you want to contact us to announce your iRacing League, make sure to contact us on our website at intensitybroadcasting.com or on our Facebook page. We post regularly and put out links to our races. So thank you for joining us here at USA International Speedway. Tomorrow we're going to have the Route 66 Summer Speedway Series at Kentucky. So that should be fun. So make sure to also join us there. It's always fun with the Route 66 Summer Speedway Series. So make sure to join us. Hope to see you next time. I'm @LeatMan Weiss. Over and out.